Guys, it's Nicole. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Facebook fan page, and if you're not following me, you should definitely go do that on my Facebook. And while you're at it, you might as well go follow my Instagram as well if you want to. You don't have to, no pressure. But on my Facebook fan page is where I ask you guys to ask me questions. So yeah, go follow me if you're not, so that you can be involved in the next Q&A. And Aaliyah's trying to barge in the door. I have the door locked so that I can record this video in silence, but that might not happen because she's trying to barge through the door right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into this because my Q&As usually end up being really long, so I'm just gonna jump right into this. So, Nicole Johnston wants to know, was your mom able to come down for the holidays? And she was not. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but she was supposed to come for Christmas, and she was supposed to bring my brother and Maggie, my twin sister, and she wasn't able to do that, which I was really bummed out about. I didn't find out until probably a week or two before Christmas that she wasn't going to be able to come, so she ended up having to work or something along those lines. It had to do with work. I don't know if she was able to get the vacation time or whatever, but she wasn't able to come up for Christmas, which was really crappy. But Sean's mom and his sisters spent the holidays with us, as well as Zach, which was our old roommate. Allison Baker wants to know, baby number 2? That's it, just baby number 2. Kind of like what's going on right now with baby number 2 is, just so you guys know, I'm not pregnant, so that's not a thing yet. And I definitely want, and I planned on being pregnant by now. If life went the way you planned it, then I would be pregnant right now, but that's just not how things work. I also still have the Implanon in my arm. You guys are probably going to frown upon me and be mad at me a little bit because I know Sean is, but I haven't had it removed yet, and it's been expired for about 3 months. I don't know, like, if, like, I can, like, get sick or anything like that from still having it in there, or if, like, what the side effects of that are. I haven't experienced any, if there is any. I definitely do have baby fever, and I did go through this little spurt at the beginning of January that I thought I was pregnant for sure. And if you guys remember the video that I posted just a couple days ago, I think it was like not last video but the video before that, where I was telling you guys how my laptop broke, the video that I was uploading that never got to upload because my laptop broke or shut down before it could upload, that was the video of me, like, you know, telling you guys about how I thought I was pregnant, and I took like 3 pregnancy tests and they all came out negative, and I was just so, like, I felt so crazy because, you know, usually when women think they're pregnant, they take multiple pregnancy tests because they come out positive, and they're like, oh my god, like, I have to know for sure, I have to know. But no, mine came out negative, and I was like, there's no way, so I took another one, and then it came out negative, and I was like, there's no way, so I took another one, and it was negative. So I guess I'm not pregnant, even though I felt so super pregnant, because ever since the beginning of the month, my boobs have been hurting so bad. Like, even right now, they hurt so bad, and it was actually kind of like a bummer, like, for me anyways, because there's this girl I work with, and it seems to be that, like, we always think that we're pregnant at the same time. Like, anytime that I'm like, oh my god, I think I might be pregnant, then she also tells me that she thinks she's pregnant, and it's like on a separate occasion, like, it's like totally coincidence. But this last time that I thought I was pregnant, you know, she told me, like, oh my gosh, I think I'm pregnant too, and I was like, oh my god, we're on the same wavelength again. But yeah, so it turns out that she actually was pregnant and I wasn't, and I had such bad baby fever, so it was so hard for me to find out that I wasn't pregnant and that she was, and I was like, but we were supposed to be pregnant together. I definitely am so excited for baby number 2. I really want to be pregnant, and I really want to start, you know, trying, but it's really just this thing that's, like, holding us back, is the fact that I have this Implanon, and I don't want to try and have a baby without knowing the side effects of this, you know. I mean, I just don't want anything to happen to the baby, you know, if I do end up getting pregnant and, you know, this has a side effect, you know. I don't know. I want to get this removed before I try having a baby, and I'd like to do it, you know, like the right way, I guess, you know, like I want to take prenatals before and all that fun stuff. So once I do have the implanon removed, and I do want to do trying to conceive videos. The Newton Life would like to know, how did you find your current house, and do you still have a roommate? So we found this current house that we're living in through our coworker. My landlord is actually my coworker's sister. So when we were living in the motel and looking for a place to live, then my coworker had given me her sister's number and said, hey, my sister's looking for some renters, you know, she's looking for somebody to rent to. And so I gave her a call, and we came and we checked it out, and that's how we got it. That was super awesome, and plus she's a private landlord. She's not through like any like property managements, which I really, really like. No, we do not have a roommate. Zach is actually living in his own RV in the same RV park that we were living in when we first moved to Oregon, if you guys remember. Zach lives in that RV park now, which is right next to our place of work. Sorry, Aaliyah's trying to come in. Emma Sharman would like to know, what is your goal this year and how do you get so positive? And I want to try for a baby this year, and I am nervous. It will bring too much memories about my daughter who passed away. How do I get through that? Love you. Well, Emma, first of all, I want to say I love you too. Emma is so supportive. She is probably one of the most active, most supportive people on this channel. I swear to God. She is just everywhere. She's on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my YouTube. Like, she is so amazing. So thank you so much, Emma, seriously. I'm really sorry to hear about your daughter that passed away. That's really sad. I can't even imagine going through that. So you have got a lot of strength going for you right there, girlfriend. Like, I don't know how. So I really don't have a answer to that question on how to get through that, because I can't even imagine going through that. All I know is that you are so strong for, you know, keep on going and wanting to have another baby. Like, seriously, I'm sorry. I hope that this answer is not disappointing to you. So my goal this year is to really just like do everything full force, like just everything. Like, I don't want to half-ass anything, kind of like how I'm like with my implanon right now, like how I've been pushing it off. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to, anything that's important, I want to do, you know, in full force and with my full ability, and just not, you know, half-ass anything. I don't want, like, this is like really the most perfect example I can give you guys right now. Is like what I'm doing right now is like what I don't want to do, is just like push things off and, you know, wait for them to like be a stressor, I guess. Positivity is definitely like just something that you really have to like choose, you know. It's a choice, positivity or negativity, you know, and I choose to be positive, you know. I choose to find the silver lining. I choose to find the light at the end of the tunnel. And when I'm facing something that is so difficult that it just makes me want to like run away and go home and go to my mom's, I really just think about the big picture, you know, how small this point in time is right now. You know, when I think about 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, like, what am I going to learn from right now? And I'm not going to learn anything if I'm just being negative and if I just give up. You know, that's just not an option, giving up, you know? So that's how I stay positive, is I just look at the bigger picture. Like, right now is so small compared to the rest of my life, and just what can I do to learn from this the best way that I can. That's how I would stay positive. But I just want to go back and say, Emma, I love you so much, and really I am truly deeply sorry about your loss, and you know, I really do think that you are so freaking amazing, and I really hope that you do have another baby, and I know that she will be beautiful just like you, or he. Elena Sessions, I think that's how you say that, Elena Sessions, wants to know, do you think you want to own a home someday? We absolutely want to own our own home someday. That would be amazing. But yes, we would like to buy our own home someday, whether it's property and we build on, or whether it's a house that we just love. We definitely want to own our own house someday. Jenny Lynn would like to know if you guys have anything fun planned for 2017. So this coming August, I am so excited because we get to go back to Nevada to visit for my grandpa's birthday. So when I was younger, my grandpa used to always have a birthday party, you know, like everybody does. But either way, for my grandpa's birthday every year, we would have like this big family reunion where everybody, like people I don't even know, you know, would show up to my grandpa's, he lives in like a trailer park, like an old people trailer park place, and but like everybody would show up, and you know, we'd all go throw a party at the clubhouse, you know, it like just use the entire clubhouse, which is like this huge building, for just our family, for a family reunion. And people that I haven't seen in years would be there. People I've never met have been there or are there usually. And it's just a huge thing. And then every year they take a picture of the family, you know, and like the generations of kids and all that, you know, grandkids and blah blah blah, of like my grandpa's, you know, my grandpa's side, you know, his kids, and then his kids' kids, and then his kids' kids, you know, like that. So it's like a really fun, eventful thing, and it hasn't happened in so many years. Like, since we've been in Idaho, which was like 7 years ago. Yeah, this year, in August, we are going back to Nevada for my grandpa's family reunion birthday thing, and I don't know if it's a surprise or not, but either way, we're going, and I am so stinking excited. Like, literally, I've had dreams about going back to Nevada, my hometown. Nicola Daly would like to know, have you any tattoos? Where would you guys move to live if you could choose anywhere in the world? What's your ideal job, career in the future? And if you won the lotto, how would you spend it? I do not have any tattoos. Not a single one. I haven't done that yet, which I really need to get on the tattoo train, because I would like tattoos. I just haven't gotten any yet. If we could move anywhere in the world, I think we would move to Ireland. I would maybe go visit there and see, because I really don't have any personal experience with Ireland, but just like from what I've seen like on TV and in pictures, like, man, I would love to go to Ireland. My ideal job was always to be a vet, or, you know, like own my own animal rescue. So I guess right now my answer would be is to like be an entrepreneur, to like be my own boss, and, you know, just do what I love, which is being around animals and being able to be around my family and not being restricted by work, you know, because that's what I really just want to do now. You know, I just want to be able to make money, but I don't want to have to freaking spend 12 hours a day at freaking work all the time, you know, and like just being exhausted all the time. And then when I come home, I'm just tired and I don't want to do anything, you know. So like, that's like my main thing, is I really just want to be happy, you know, with whatever I do, and I would like it to be something meaningful, but I don't really know like what exactly it is that I want to do. I just want to make a difference, really. Okay, so I always said that if I won the lottery, I would donate a chunk of it. I don't know how much of it I would donate, but I would definitely donate a chunk of it, and I would definitely donate it to like an animal rescue, or, you know, a no-kill rescue, something like that, you know, something that had to do with like animals, and, you know, the business was like saving animals, you know. I would definitely donate to them. But other than that, I would definitely buy that piece of property I was telling you guys about. I would buy a piece of property and build my mom a log cabin on it, so that she had to come to Oregon or Ireland. And like 20,000 animals. Stephanie Main would like to know, do you think after being together this long that marriage is in your near future, and any more discussions on Sean adopting the princess of the house? We've definitely talked about marriage. Sean has asked me so many times if I'm like upset that he hasn't proposed yet, and I'm not. You know, I really am not worried about it at all. I picked the man that I want to be with, you know. I picked him and he picked me, and that's it. And, you know, when we get married, it's gonna be the biggest, funnest celebration of my entire life, and I want to remember it forever and just wish that I could go back to that day every single day, you know. So we're gonna have a big wedding, and I told Sean, you know, I don't care like how he proposes, I just want him to figure it out. I don't want to have to give him any hints. I want him to use his creativity to make me feel like I am the only woman in the world for him, you know, and, you know, make me feel special. That's all I care about, you know. And when we do get married, when we do have the wedding, it'll be amazing, and I just don't want to feel pressured, you know, to like fork out money that we don't have for a wedding that we can afford. He definitely would love to adopt Aaliyah. He definitely, you know, plans on adopting Aaliyah, but I guess we really just need to figure out the steps, and like if we need to involve Dallas in that at all. And if you don't know, Dallas is Aaliyah's birth father, and Sean would technically be stepdad. So but he's been around since Aaliyah was 7 months old. He met her when she was 6 months old, and then we started dating when she was 7 months old, and he's been there ever since. So she's now 4 years old. He is dad. You know, she knows him as dad. She doesn't know anything else. He definitely will adopt her. We just have to figure out like the details and how you even go about that, because I have no idea. Do you watch any other YouTubers, and if so, who? So glad you're back. And that's from Karen Bomback. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be back. I really am. Yes, I watch so many other YouTubers, so I'm just gonna like list off. I'm not even gonna go into detail of why I love them, because I could make a whole video about that, but the first one is OK Baby. I absolutely am obsessed with OK Baby right now. I've known who they were for such a long time, and I just never really got into their videos. But there was one day, I think it was after Kira got pregnant with Minibug, and I said I wasn't gonna go into detail, but either way, I'm obsessed with freaking OK Baby, and I watch them every day, like my favorite TV show, and yes, they are my favorite. Obviously, Brittany and Baby, Haley and Baby, same as, you know, usual. I think every single favorite YouTuber's video you guys have asked me, I've always said Haley and Baby, and Brittany and Baby. Emily Walk, which is, she used to be 2010 Mommy or something like that, but now she's just Emily Woke or Emily Walk. I also watch Tana Mojo all the time, and, Rice Gum. Well, it's Jessie Smiles. She's one of my favorites. I love her personality so much. Yeah. I think that's really it for like my favorite YouTubers. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm sure there's more. What is your favorite TV shows? What editors do you use? My favorite TV shows, I really don't have favorite TV shows right now. I love homicide shows, and not like I used to be obsessed with 48 Hours or something, or I think that's what it's called, but either way, I used to be obsessed with that show, but now it's more so about like the stories, you know, like the detailed like stories of like homicide or like scary shows or anything like that. I like stuff that'll creep me out or like make me just super intrigued, because I'm like super intrigued with like ghosts and serial killers, because they're like my worst fears. So, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, Anna Brooks is the one who asked this question. And editors, usually when I had my computer, I would use Corel Video Studio X Pro 9. That's the video editor I use on my computer, but since I've been without my computer, I've been using Viva Video, which is a video editor app on the phone, and I like it. It gets the job done. Robin McCaslin would like to know, how do you and Sean stay so strong in your relationship through all your struggles, but still manage to come out on top? By the way, love your videos. Have been watching since your two-week-old update. Aw, thank you so much. I love hearing that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But how do we stay strong? Well, I guess the best answer to that is that we are just compatible. You know, Sean and I get along so well that, you know, and I love him so much, you know, and he loves me so much that, you know, when these things happen, like I said before, we take them as learning lessons, you know, and there definitely has been moments where I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna give up, like, this is ridiculous, I can't do this, you know, I'm gonna go home, I just want to go home to my mommy where she's gonna take care of me and I don't have to stress out anymore. Like, I've definitely been there too many times to count, you know, and Sean is just so supportive, and he is just so amazing, and he never makes me feel like, you know, an idiot or like a bad guy, you know, like Dallas would have. And he's just so supportive, and, you know, just really talks and communicates with me, you know, when I'm being like kind of a crazy person. And you know, just like tells me like, babe, you can't live at your mom's house forever, you know, like, we've already made it this far, you know, look at how far we've made it, you know. So through everything, through all the struggles, it's just been, you know, that we support each other. Instead of working against each other and focusing on the negative, we really try and focus on the positive and just embrace the fact that we have each other, you know, like, whether we have a big house or a little house or a tiny RV that stinks like shit and piss all the time, like, whatever the situation is, we have each other, and some people don't have anybody, you know, and it's really just about being grateful for what you have, and that's, you know, what Sean and I really focus on, is just being so grateful that we have each other.